John Brennan here again with MMA Tea Company. I have one of our amateur standouts, Christian Bobe, coming today from outside of his fishing spot. Christian, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Wanted to get in touch with you today. I know you've been doing some fishing, been trying to keep yourself a little active. See your Instagram live videos, things that you're up to. How are you keeping yourself busy? What are you doing, during this quarantine?
Yeah, man. I'm fishing, just fishing every day. I'm trying to get some workouts in by myself, running, bike. I got a bag from the gym, so I'm just trying to, do whatever I can to just stay active and not go crazy during this.
Sure, yeah, and you got that bag from the gym. What kind of home workouts are you up to?
I'm just doing a lot of bag works. I got a couple workouts from a couple of my coaches, like ground and pound bag work, some weight stuff, some circuits. You almost saw I almost dropped my phone. But just different stuff. I'm just trying to keep myself busy. I'm trying to get a bike so I can get some miles on the bike. Just whatever I can do, for the most part.
Sure, yeah, I was talking to somebody yesterday about biking. That's what I've been trying to do to keep myself, just
Yeah.
out of the house and can see a lot more things on a bike and cover a lot more distance than you can running. So that's kind of why I like biking. Hit me up if you need recommendations. I could definitely
Yeah,
help
I
you out with
do.
that.
I went to go buy a bike yesterday. They were all sold out. I'm gonna have to order one online.
Yeah, everybody's out there buying bikes right
Yeah.
now. I was down in Philly, what, 2 weeks ago maybe on Kelly Drive. It was just loaded with people on
Yeah.
bikes. But yeah, you talked a little bit about your coaches earlier, said they gave you some workouts and stuff. I know you train a couple different places.
Yeah.
Where are you training and what are you doing at each of those gyms?
So I got 3 gyms. I got Web Fitness and MMA. That's where I started my training. Like when I got into MMA, it's mostly my jiu-jitsu school. Ran by Jonathan Webb. He's a pretty seasoned vet, UFC vet, CFFC vet. So we got that there. Then I also train at Henzo Gracie Philly with Daniel Gracie and a couple other guys, and we do like a lot of sparring there, and then like MMA rounds. And then I have my striking coach, John Marquez, at Extreme Evolution Fight Camp. And that's more like boxing, kickboxing, just mostly striking for the most part.
Got you. And then when you fight, who's actually cornering you? Who's
So
walking you
them
out to the
3 guys,
cage?
I have Jonathan with me, I have Daniel with me, and then I have John Marquez with me. All
Got
3
you.
guys run them gyms, so they
So you
all.
just have each one of them
Yeah.
walk out with
Yep.
you, and they
Yep.
all they all
We're
kind of work
all
together.
it's like kind of one big team. Like all 3 of my gyms, it's different gyms, but everyone at the gyms train together. So it's kind of one big team. But it's like 3 separate gyms, yeah.
Got you. And then, those gyms that you named, there's some of the top tier
Yeah.
guys, on the East Coast and really in the country on a regional level are trained out of there. You got, Pat Sabatini, I see trains there every once in a while. Jeremiah's there, a bunch of guys that, are coming up and they're right on the cusp of, that next level. What's it like being surrounded with, that kind of talent in the gym and, those seasoned vets?
It's awesome. I'm an amateur. A lot of gyms, they separate their amateurs. They keep their pros with their pros, amateurs with their amateurs. But I'm working with, like you said, Pat. He's one of my main training partners. There's just a bunch of them there. They're all studs. They're all sorry. Someone called me. They're all studs. So it's awesome, man. I love my team. I wouldn't be a part of any other team. They give us the best work around. I truly believe we're one of the best gyms on the East Coast. Like you said, they're all killers, literal killers. They all should be. Most of them should be in the UFC. And then there's also guys like Paul Felder in there, Sean Brady, Jonathan Webb, Pat. Like there's just the list goes on and on. Like we really have a solid team to work with, and I believe that our team will be on the top tier of all MMA gyms down the line. Just our work ethic, the work the coaches put in, the fighters put in, and it's all just going to come together, and we're all just going to dominate.
Good, and I've seen that gym kind of come up from when Felder was still with the
Yeah.
CFFC, and they kind of had that same vision, that same mindset, that same goal of driving and working hard and achieving those goals. What are some of the things that you take away more on the mental side of things from seeing those guys in the gym that are at that elite level?
Just the way they handle their business. They're professionals with it, and they're professionals. I'm an amateur, so I'm just kind of following in their footsteps. Yeah, it just the vibes in the gym are just great. Just that everyone just feeds off each other, and we all get better nonstop. So
Cool. And now that this, we're kind of quarantined and nobody's really
Yeah.
fighting, just training at home like everybody else is. Once this is all lifted, and we can all get back to the gym, start fighting again. I know you fought a lot, right? Right as you
Yeah.
started fighting, you were kind of in the cage all the time. Do
Yep.
you plan to keep that same pace as you move forward and advance through the ranks?
I mean, right now I'm probably a little bit out of shape to be honest. So I definitely want to take a couple months to just get myself back in the top tier shape before the quarantine. Well, I actually had surgery right before the quarantine, so I fought February 1st, and then I tore my meniscus 2 days before that fight. So I think 2 weeks after the fight, I had surgery, and then right when I was actually able to go back to the gym, the coronavirus came out. So it's been like 2-3 months since I've been in the gym. So I definitely want to get back into shape. And then, yeah, man, I this is what I do. I love to fight. I want to be a pro as soon as possible. I'm not gonna rush anything, but yeah, I would like to just keep fighting, keep getting better, get the experience as an amateur, and I just want to dominate I just want to dominate, man. Every fight, every opportunity I have to fight, I'm in the fight. I'm not gonna say no to any guys. I'm not gonna pick and choose my fights. I'm here to fight, man. I'm here to get better. I'm here. I truly want to be a world champ one day, and whatever I got to do to get there, I'm gonna do. So
Awesome. Wish you the best of luck on that goal. I know you're at the right place to do it. When you're talking about picking fights, right, and you might have a promoter reach out and say like, this guy would be
yeah,
a good matchup for you, or this guy would be a good matchup for you. Are you the one making those decisions, or are you taking that back to your coaches and they're helping you with
yeah,
that?
I'm gonna take it back to my coaches. We have a real strong team, so yeah, I'm gonna take them back to my coaches. They're not gonna really tell me not to fight him. They'll just evaluate and tell me if it's what his strengths, what his weaknesses are, and then they'll give me the option. If I want to fight him, I'll fight him, and if I don't want to fight him, I won't fight him. But it's their decision in the long, like mostly, but I have some say in it too. But anything they say, I'm gonna listen to. So
Sure. I mean, it's still you in the cage, but no one knows
yeah,
you better than your coaches,
yep,
right?
yep, yep.
And then, okay, so you book a fight, right? And you're game planning for, whoever it may be. Now, are
Yeah.
your training partners trying to simulate some of the strengths that this guy may have or some of the things that he may do,
Somewhat, yeah. So somewhat, not necessarily like mimicking their exact movements. But yeah, so if I'm fighting a southpaw, my coaches will tell my training partners to switch to a southpaw, or if they have a strong right hand, they'll throw more right hands. But I'm not necessarily changing my whole training style because at the end of the day, my style is where it's going to work what's best for me, and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win fights fighting my style. So I'm not gonna really switch everything, but I will focus on a couple things that they're strong at.
Okay, got it, got it. Now I want to transition a little bit, out of fighting. I see
Yep.
you got your fishing rods in the back.
Yeah.
Before we started recording here, you showed me that you're out fishing. So, what got you into fishing? How long you been, into this sport, and what kind of fish are you targeting?
So I've been fishing for years, man. Probably since like middle school. Just like me and my friends, we like to fish. But around here we got a lot of bass. We got a lot of catfish. I like bass, man. Bass are fun to catch. That's what I go for most of the time. But wherever we go depends on the lake what we want to fish for.
Actually, where are you at today?
I'm in Blackwood Lake. It's right by me. It's a nice little lake.
Got you. And then when you're targeting those bass, are you fishing top water, using plastics, Rapalas?
It
What are you
depends
using?
where I'm at. If they're right here, I'll probably use some top water because it's mostly open water. But if I'm in like more like canals and stuff, I'll use like a lure or something. Get the fish
Got
out
you.
of there.
Right on. Yeah, I saw on that Instagram live video the other day that you were fishing. I was watching on that for a little bit from the
Yeah.
MMAT company page. Now, once this all gets lifted, all this blows over, you gonna keep fishing as much as you are? Can you get
Nah.
out and fish as much when you're, training as much as you're training?
I'm still gonna try and get out there, but now once the gyms open up, I'm in there 3-4 times a day, so I don't really have too much time. But I'll still get out here, but definitely not as much as I am now. I've been fishing 10 hours every single
I was
day.
gonna say you've been out pretty much every day
Yeah,
that I've seen.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm on like an 8-day streak just fishing all day. So
Good. Now, I know, Taylor Pierce. I think he trains with you down,
yeah, yep.
uh, down there in Philly. I see he fishes a lot. You guys ever have some healthy
I've
competition
never actually
fishing?
fished with him, but yeah, he lives kind of far. He lives in Delaware, so I don't really fish too much with him. But Pat Sabatini fishes a lot too. I fished with him a couple times. That's my man. Love Pat.
Right on. And you said the other day you were out after some striper. Did you ever catch one?
Nah, we didn't get any yesterday. It sucked. I was out there till like 11 o'clock at night. Didn't get anything.
Nothing.
Nope.
That's fishing.
Yeah, man.
Well, hey, I don't want to hold you up. I want to let you get back to your fishing spot. You got anything else before we go?
No, man. Thank you for the opportunity to represent your company. Thanks for the podcast, the exposure. I really appreciate it. Any teammates, get with him. He knows what he's doing. He'll get you the right exposure, and that's it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome, Christian. I will be in touch with you soon, and once this all lifts, I hope to get down there and train with you a little bit.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Awesome. Take care. See you soon.